Good morning, students. Today we can see the third poem, Lines Written in Early Spring. In the previous class, we saw about the author, that is William Wordsworth. His poems were collaborated with Samuel Taylor Coleridge, that is S.D. Coleridge, in Preface to Lyrical Ballads, marking the start of Romantic era. Let us see the poem Lines Written in Early Spring. This poem is in the form of a ballad and consists of 6 quatrains. Do you know what is ballad? A ballad is a song or a poem which tells a story. And quatrains means a poem or verse of a poem that has 4 lines. Thus, this poem has 6 quatrains, that is 6 stanzas. Each contains 4 lines. So here in this poem, he expresses his appreciation, the beauty of the nature, and also he tells about the sadness he concerns regarding the path in which the humanity is leading towards. Let us see the nutshell of the poem. Now, the poem narrates the poet's feelings of nature and the lesson in which he had learned from it. The poem is set in a landscape of beauty of a small woodland grove. Wordsworth was inspired into writing this poem when he was walking near the Alfred. Alfred is a small village in Lincolnshire in the country of England. Students, there is another named Alfred in the country of US, but here in this poem he talks about the village of Alfred, which is situated in England. He says that the nature has given a lot. So, the setting of the poem can be associated with the beautiful scenery of the place Alfred in England. With the beautiful scenery of the place. Now, we can see the poem stanzas one by one. In the first stanza, he said that, I heard 1,000 blended notes, while in a grove I sate reclined in that sweet mood when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. The term I refers to the poet William Wordsworth. Throughout this poem, the poet William Wordsworth narrates his own experiences with nature. Let us see the meanings. 1,000 blended notes. It means 1,000 mixed musical notes of nature. So 1,000 blended notes is a phrase, and it also implies the almost pervasive presence of the natural something that is akin to omnipotent, which was shown by God. He says that nature which was given by God. And sate means the absolute form of the verb sat, and it is the simple past tense of the verb sit. And reclines means to sit or lie in a relaxed manner with your body leaning on backwards. Through these two lines, the poet explains that while he sat in a reclined position or leaning back in a resting position on a woodland forested area, he heard a music of thousand mixed notes of nature. In the third line, he says that in that sweet mood, when pleasant thoughts bring sad thoughts to the mind. In that sweet mood means also recalls his sad thoughts. He feels happy, but he also feels sad while seeing the nature. Here he refers to the changes of the society which has undergone around him as sad thoughts. That means whenever he feels happy about the nature, simultaneously it brings sad thoughts to his mind. He tells the reason of his sad thoughts in the coming up lines. We can see that in the next class. Thank you.